Hi there, this is Jeff, and welcome back to my table. I'm really sorry that I haven't been around much between being sick and my new job. Things have been a little crazy, but today I wanted to bring to you a review of a book. The folks at Color It asked if I would do a review of their new book, Colorful Dragons, which releases March 20th, which is when I'm uploading this video. And they said they would give me a copy of the book, and as long as I did a review of the book and on a video and gave my honest opinion, they would let me have a copy. So let's go ahead and take a look through here. I haven't really flipped through this, although I did open it. It did come shrink wrapped. Let's take a look-see. First thing I'm not real fond of is this wire binding. That's just my personal choice. I don't like wire bindings. Never have. And that's on any book, not just a coloring book. I can understand why, just because when you're looking at like the Johanna Basfords and you have to kind of flatten the binding in order to be able to color, I totally understand that. So let's see what we have here. All right. Oh, a blotter page. Okay, that's useful. Let's see, illustrated by Stephen Casey, or Cassie. I'm not sure how they didn't tell me how to pronounce this. But anyway, there's just some individual tips and tricks. And then they're saying to use this page to prevent ink bleeding and to preserve your artwork, which is good if you're using ink. I personally don't use ink. I usually just use pencils. Let me move the light now that this is not going to reflect off the cover. Be able to see this better. But yeah, if you're using ink markers, especially if you're using alcohol markers will go straight through the page, so you would definitely want a blotter page. Well, that's cute. I like that. This book belongs to, like every coloring book has to have a this book belongs to. But that's actually not a bad drawing. They did include some hashing for where some of the shadows should go. I personally don't need that as a guide, but other people do. So that's just totally personal choice. I personally don't care for that, but, you know. Oh, now I love circular drawings. Like, they're almost like mandalas. I love them a lot. So I'm going to look forward to doing that one. That's cute. Oh, that's a little egg there. Oh, that one's going to take a while. Look at all the knot work. Very intricate. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, has a lot of detail that you can do stuff with. Now note that the drawing goes up to the perforation. I like that. Doesn't overdo the perforation. That's good. Not so fond of the fact that these women are very unclothed or sort of clothed or barely clothed. Again, personal choice. That's nice. I like that. There's some good drawings in here. I like them. Yeah. There aren't that many slightly unclothed women in this book, so I will give it a bit of a pass there, but I don't particularly care for that. Some good flowers. Oh, now that'll be nice to work on. Now that I like. That's a nice picture. Oh, another circular drawing. Perfect. It looks almost like stained glass. Yeah, not quite scantily clad, but oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, I'll have fun with that. It's like the Loch Ness Monster. That's cute. Now, there only seem to be women in this book. Why are there no men? Again, just personal preference. So far I'd say, at least drawing-wise, yeah, that's a little too much for me, but again, it may not be for you. No, there's some really nice drawings in here. Some I'm not real fond of, and others that I think are just amazingly good. But like any coloring book, you're going to find pages that speak to you, pages that don't. It's like Beauty and the Beast with the rose. That's pretty cool. Here we go. So there are 50 drawings in here. I myself have seen at least 10, and I haven't finished paging through here, that are ones that I definitely want to work on. So that's a good sign for me that this is going to be a book that I like. Or at least one that I'll have some fun doing some work on. Yeah, see here they're putting in some of the shading for me, and I really don't need that, but that's just, again, my personal choice. Look at that. There's some Celtic knotwork looking things here that are very nice. I think they did a pretty good job. And it's good that they put in a blotter page. You can obviously use whatever you want to in between pages. But that's the book. Would I buy this? Probably. I think I probably would, if I was able to actually see and page through it myself to see if there was some stuff in there that I wanted to actually work on. Well, now that we've taken a look at the book, I'm going to do a little coloring in it, and we will see how well the paper stands up to colored pencil. All right, I've already done a little bit of coloring here using both Prismacolor and Polychromos pencils. I can tell you right off the bat, I much prefer the Polychromos on here than the Prismacolor. But I just wanted to show you some of the coloring as I do it, just so you can see how well that this particular paper takes a colored pencil. Okay, I'm going to start here with some goldenrod. I'm going to be using the Prismacolors here, excuse me. I'm not pressing very hard here. So it's got a decent amount of tooth, but it's not so toothy that you have to like really push the color into the tooth. So that definitely gets big points from me. It's very easy to color on with a pencil. I don't use ink pens, so I really can't help you there as far as how this paper will stand up to ink. But if it's anything like other papers that I've used that similarly take pencil pretty well, it'll take ink just fine, but definitely you want a blotter page underneath. Okay, now I'm switching to yellow ochre. This is why I'm not fond of the Prismacolors, is right now it's kicking up dust. Okay, now I'm going to go on to Jasmine. Because it's wax, like little crumbles of wax will come off on the page. You have to brush them away, but at the same time you don't want to smear them because, that'll be very unfortunate. But I'm blending almost seamlessly here with the wax pencils. That's absolutely beautiful. It's taking a pencil beautifully. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with this goldenrod, see if I can make it a little bit darker here on the edge. Now here I am pressing a little bit harder just to try to get some more pigment into the page. Yeah, and it's kicking up dust, which is a pencil problem. It's not the paper that's causing the issue here. I'll put a little more right there. Yeah, okay. And now I will go on to be using some of my Polychromos pencils, so you can see what how well it takes the oil-based pencil. Excuse me. So I'm going to be doing the eyebrows here. I'm going to start with middle cadmium red here at the bottom. This is the same color that I used down here on the beard. As you can see, this is going down a lot easier on this particular paper than the wax pencils. Now, the wax pencils are fine. You know, you'll get good results out of it. This is just my personal preference. So if all you have available to you are Prismacolors, you will still be able to color in this book, and you will have a good time with it, I'm sure. Now, the paper is actually very good paper. It's thick enough that, you know, it's not going to, you know, bend or crumple easily, but it's thin enough that you don't feel like you're working on cardboard or watercolor paper. Okay, this is Pale Geranium Lake that I'm using now. And since you blend wax pencils, but you layer with oil, I'm going over the middle cadmium red that I put down earlier with the same pencil, and then let it sort of fade out a little bit. Okay. Now I am switching to dark cadmium orange. Start a little bit further back here, lightly. Bring it out. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, let it feather out. And then I'm going to end with dark cadmium yellow. And I'll throw a little yellow in here too. Oh, look at that gradient. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, I love it. So yay, thank you, Color It, for allowing me the opportunity to show the book and to try it out a little bit. Would I recommend this book? Yes. If any of the pages talk to you or speak to you saying, I need to color this page, then you will get a lot out of this particular coloring book. My only main problems are that there are no men in the book, and mostly just scantily clad women in several places, which I'm not particularly fond of. And I don't like this particular binding, but that's not any problem of the authors, or, it's just my own personal thing. I don't like wire bindings. Some people love wire bindings. But at least it will lay flat, which is the important thing. You could definitely carry this with you, open it up, take out your pencils or your ink pens, and have yourself a good time. So there's a lot to do in this book. It's 50 drawings. Let me just close this up, show you the back cover. There we go, made in the USA. Now, because this is a preview copy, there's no price on this. But if I had to make a guess, it's probably close to $20, maybe $15.95 to $20. I could be wrong. I haven't looked it up. That's my bad. I'll put something in the box down below about how much this book is, if I can find that. Anyway, that's it for now. I will be back very soon, I hope, with some more coloring. Thank you very much for your let me try that again. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing, and I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.